Hey YouTubers, it's Kiana Divine Vegan, and today my first video to YouTube on New Year's Day is going to be about having a better diet and a simple how-to on how to cut vegetables, whole vegetables, not the ones in a can. Vegetables we're going to cut today are whole mushrooms, a tomato, a yellow onion, a red and yellow bell pepper, and we have fresh green beans. So we're gonna cut those up. I'm gonna show you guys how to easily do it and easily saute them so you can incorporate vegetables and healthier foods into your diet. Go ahead and forgive me in the beginning for my sniffing. I actually haven't been taking my diet very seriously as I should be. So I have mucus in my body and it's coming down. As we all know, mucus is the root to all disease. So if we eat foods that don't create mucus, then we live a healthier, happier life versus eating stuff like breads, candy, chips, cookies, all the bad stuff that creates the mucus and eventually creates heart disease, all these different things that kill us off. So the first things we need to start off cutting vegetables is a good cutting board and a good cutting knife, really sharp. Then the second thing we need to do is wash off our vegetables because when we buy them from the store, we never know what farmers spray their vegetables with when they're growing them, pesticides, anything that could really kill us. Also, they could just be generally dirty. Like I know when I was picking this yellow bell pepper out, I dropped one on the floor and I kind of just like looked around and put it back on the shelf, so it could be dirty. When you're washing your vegetables off, you kind of just want to lightly scrub it. So for your green beans and your mushrooms, these are a little bit different to wash off. You want to make sure you have a strainer. Dump most of them in there, however much you want to eat. And you have it to carry your green beans. You have the strainer and use to carry your green beans. And then you just wash them off that way. The same way, scrub them. Make sure they're just generally clean. And the same thing for your mushrooms. Pour them all in there. Wash them off. Wash the mushrooms gently because they're a little bit softer. Also, the mushrooms will literally have dirt on it, so it's easy to clean. Have to make sure there's no dirt on it and get all the germs off. Okay, so after washing all the vegetables, you go on to cutting them. You take your really good knife and your really good cutting board. We can start with the yellow onion. Okay, so I moved the camera a little closer so you can fully see the process of cutting the vegetables. What I did was they were like this and I cut the ends off of them. Basically just chop them off like that. Slide it over to the side and then basically just slice. Onions are definitely the easiest to cut, especially this one's a small one. Basically you just keep chopping until you get really, really small pieces or medium-sized pieces or large pieces, whatever you like. I know some people don't like onions, so smaller pieces for those people. But after somebody like me, I'll do like small to medium size. Also, so onions do have layers like this. They'll come off as you're chopping them. But in that case, just take it off and throw it away. So basically, if you plan to saute all your vegetables together, just take what you already have chopped up and set it to the side. Onions. So now we'll take our tomato. There's a stem on it. Just go ahead and pull it off. For me personally, I would like to cut it into like medium size so I can still like taste the tomato in there. So I just start out cutting it halfway. laying them on their front, on the flat part, and just chop them up from side to side. See, they will squirt. To prevent squirting, kind of like lightly do it, but not like too light to where you can't cut it. That's why it's really good to use a sharp knife, because you can just barely touch it and it'll slice through. And turn it to the side and then cut it right down the middle. And those will give you like a good size medium tomato. So delicious and nutritious. Got our tomatoes and our onions. Next, I guess we'll do like half of a yellow bell pepper and half of a red bell pepper. So I actually learned how to cut a bell pepper from my ex's friend. First, you're going to stand your bell pepper upright. Pick a side to choose from. Let's start with this side, and then cut down long ways in slides. And it should come out as pretty good sized slices. Once you get to the stem, you're actually gonna stop. And you see how the seeds and basically the core is right here. You wanna take that, grab onto it as you grab onto the stem as well. And then just kind of pull it out to where it leaves only a bell pepper and no stem. Same thing with the yellow bell pepper. Start from the side. Yeah, it's really easy. So after you cut bell peppers and tomatoes, they actually leave kind of a juice on it. So you can go wash it off if you don't like your vegetable juices mixing, or you could just take a napkin and kind of dab it clean. So next we are going to do our fresh green beans. This is super, super easy. If you don't like the ends, you would take the green bean, cut each end off, and now you have a regular green bean with no stems on the end. So our last vegetable that we're gonna chop up are the mushrooms. So as you can see, it's like kind of fat. So how I do the 4 slices is 1 on each side of the stem, and then 1 right down the middle. So 1 on each side of the stem, which makes 2, and then 1 right down the middle. And now you have 4 nicely sliced mushrooms. Also, mushrooms tend to shrink once you cook them and bake them in oil and stuff. So for smaller ones like this, you can easily cut them into 3 pieces, maybe even 2 if you like big mushrooms. I know I like big mushrooms, so I'm gonna cut these into 2 pieces. So YouTubers, thank you so much for watching my very first video on how to cut vegetables, whole food, basic vegetables. I will have so many more videos like this in the future. I plan to. Those are my intentions. So if you have any questions or you have a recommendation on what you'd like to learn how to cook in the kitchen, please comment or find me on social media and DM me. Please subscribe to this channel, because I'm definitely building up my subscribers since I'm new to YouTube. And just like the video if you just generally liked it. I would really appreciate it, and I will show you back the same love. I did say I was going to show you how to cut them and saute them, but since green beans and the other vegetables are differently cooked, green beans you're supposed to like steam them, and then vegetables like mushrooms, tomato, bell peppers, onions, you saute them generally. So I'll show you how I throw them on the pan and you can just see them cooking. Other than that, I hope you really enjoyed the video and stay tuned for more. Thank you for watching. Have a happy new year and please stay blessed.